Today we are going to learn how to use the microbit. What's a microbit? A microbit is actually a very small computer that you can actually tell it what to do. You can program it and give it some instructions and it can help you do some work. So we are going to learn how to use a microbit.
At the end of this lesson, you can drag and drop blocks from the library to the workspace, edit the program, download the .hex file and load onto the microbit, and test the file on the microbit.
Now let me show you the basic equipments that are available. First, you take one set out from the box. Take out the microbit circuit board out from the plastic. This is the microbit circuit board. And this is the micro USB that is to be connected to the computer. This is the battery case for you to put your battery so that your microbit can work. So, these are the 4 main components needed for the lesson.
Okay, so now we will connect the USB of the microbit to the laptop, and it will be on the side of the laptop over here. So you will look for the USB port. Okay, so after connecting, we will now go to the website, which is makecode.microbit.org. So for the very first lesson, we will learn how to put in the basic input. So on the left hand side over here, you will see the preview of the microbit, and you will also see a button that hides the simulator. So if you hide it, then it will be gone. Then if you show, you will see the preview before you load into the microbit. There is also a download button, and this download button is actually for us to download the .hex file later. So before we start every of our microbit project, we will have to name the file first. So we have to pick a name so that when we have many files later, we know what are we doing. Okay, so for the first file name, perhaps we want to name it as hello. Okay, and then after that, over here on the workspace, we can start working. So for the very first one, if we want the string of words hello to keep running on the microbit itself, we go under the menu of basic, and we will find this show string hello. So what we do is that we can click, drag and drop into forever, because we want the string of word hello to run forever. And if you notice on the left side, you will see the preview of the microbit which says hello immediately. So for now, this is what you will see if you load the program into the microbit, the .hex file into the microbit. This is the preview. So instead of keep loading every single time, we can finish up the entire program first, then we load into the microbit. So we can also do shapes. We can show customized LEDs if you would like to. So for this, I will show you show icon to attach. So after the word hello, you have an icon, so you can choose the icon. So I'll choose a smiley face, and so on the left side you realize you see hello exclamation mark followed by a smiley face. So how do we put all this programming into the microbit? So the next step would be to download the .hex file. So we download, and done. So next step, you can open up the folder file, and under My Computer, you will see this thing called the microbit E drive. So what we can do, in order to load the program into the microbit, we just drag this file into the microbit folder, the E drive. And you will see it reflected on your microbit. And it's done.
Mrs. Sun, what are we learning now? What are we learning next?
Alright, for today, the next program, you are going to make a counter, and in order to do so, we are going to make a new project first.
Okay.
So we click on the project tab first, and then click on the new project.
Okay.
You can now save this project under counter. Okay, now in order to make a counter, we are going to program the LED grid to display a number, so that when you press button A of the microbit, the number will increase by 1, and when you press button B on the microbit, the number will decrease by 1. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 9. So in order to do that, we will start with the forever loop, because you will be showing the number. So the first thing that we need to do is to show number. Go to the basic, choose the show number, drag it out and put under the forever loop. Alright, before we start, because we are going to keep changing the number, so it cannot remain as 0. So we need to introduce a new variable. So you go to the variable tab, click on the item, alright, and then we need to rename a variable, and we'll rename it as counter. Alright, so the forever loop is now always showing the number depending on what number it is. Next, we go on to the start loop. So this is what happens when you click on something. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to the variables tab, and you click on the set item to 0 tab, drag it out and put it under on start. Under the item, change it to counter. Alright, so the counter is now set to 0. Next, we will go to the under the basic tag, and we'll click on show number, drag it out and put it under the next. So under the same 0, you will change it to you will go to variable, drag out the counter and put it into the show number. Alright, so this will be the loop to show the counter number. So now we are going to program it so that when button A is pressed, it will do the counting. So we'll go to the input tab, click on button A press, drag it out, and next go to variable tab, change item by, same thing, change the item to the word counter. Next, we are going to give instruction to the microbits now in a loop form. How do they change the number? So going to the loop tab, you will choose the item for go to the logic tab. You will go to if then loop. Drag the first if then loop out. Alright, we have already set that button A when pressed, it will change the counter by 1. So now we are going to set the limit for the counter. So in order to do that, we have already have the if then loop. Next, we will need to bring out from the logic tab again, the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth tab, drag it out, and from here we will put it under the if tab, and we will drag from the variable tab again the counter and put it into the first 0, and we will change the sign such that it's greater than, and we'll change the number to 9. Then we will set it to by pressing onto the variable tab, set item to. Alright, put it back into the then loop. Item, we will change it to the counter variable, and the number will change it to 9. So the maximum number that can be recorded will be 9 then. Alright, for the same thing, we are going to do similar steps to button B, but instead of increasing the number, we are going to decrease the number. So you can duplicate, click on button A and duplicate, drag it to the right hand side, change button A to button B. And now, because you want to decrease the number, you change the counter by -1 instead of 1. Alright, and the smallest number now will be set to 0, so the counter must be smaller than 0. So change the set counter to 0 also. Alright, with that, you can save the program, download it, and drag it into the folder. Alright, once you have dragged it in, the transfer is complete. You will see a transfer box, and the program is now downloaded into the microbits. You can try pressing button A and B now. You can increase or decrease the counter now. Alright, after you have downloaded the program into the microbits, this is how your microbit will look like now. So this is button A, and by pressing button A, you are increasing the counter. So you can increase the counter all the way to 9. Alright, and the maximum you can go is just 9, and this is button B, and when you press the button B, the number will decrease by 1. So you can do so by decreasing the counter now. So with that, here you are with your counter. Hope you have enjoyed today's lesson.
If you enjoyed this video,
Remember to click like on our Facebook page, and we'll upload more videos there.
bye!